In other news, the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission says its interim investigation into domestic airlines has revealed signs of coordinated pricing behavior, raising concerns about potential violations of competition law. The probe, the Commission says, was triggered by a wave of passenger complaints over sudden and uniform ticket price hikes on major routes during the December-January peak period. Ulama Imachi has details in this report.
For many travelers in December 2025 and January 2026, the journey began not at the airport, but in their wallets, wondering if flying was affordable that season. Across Nigeria's air routes, ticket prices surged, sometimes more than double, leaving passengers shocked and frustrated. The Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission has now released an interim report on these trends. Its findings suggest that fares increased sharply even as fuel prices, taxes, and foreign exchange rates remain stable. Some updates from its findings say fare hikes occurred despite stable operational costs. Price gaps were driven by airline yield management and not government fees. Abuja to Port Harcourt route saw ticket prices spike several times during peak travel periods, and on some routes, single ticket price differences reached 405,000 naira.
When there were hues and cries.
The Director of Corporate Affairs at FCCPC explains what prompted the probe and the significance of the findings.
The operators mentioned the fact that there were increases in statutory taxes and charges. That we have uncovered was not true, and is not true. Up till now, as we speak, there hasn't been any increase in statutory charges or taxes. And apart from that, some of the things we also discovered is the fact that all of the excuses that we are put forward have actually fallen flat at this point. We will not reach conclusions until we are able to interrogate the issues comprehensively. It appears like this is now embedded in our market structure, such that every year, when we have a festive period, at any point in time in the year, you would have this kind of occurrences. And so for us not to get this entrenched in our system, we must have to act decisively. And that the FCCPC must do.
However, the spokesperson for the Airline Operators of Nigeria and chairman of United Nigeria Airlines, Obiora Okonkwo, dismissed the allegations, saying the report does not reflect the realities facing airlines in Nigeria. He says in the statement referring to the FCCPC, they don't understand airline operations and do not possess the professional expertise to dabble into how prices are fixed. Adding, we have immense respect for all government agencies, but we would not accept any statement that is not based on realities or facts.
The way we are looking at it, yes, we all agree.
An aviation analyst speaks on the report, lauding FCCPC. However, he called on the government to provide infrastructure for airlines and review the tax laws concerning aviation travel.
That particular period, a lot of people want to travel. There were a lot of pressure on the airlines, on the facilities. We agree, but not to the extent of 400%, 500% ticket. It's never done anywhere. I think what the government should do is to maybe take aviation out of this tax issue, and because aviation is very, very critical to economic development.
Now Nigerians are weighing in. Reactions are mixed, but many are calling on the government to regulate private businesses more effectively.
The aviation industry is like most businesses in Nigeria. It must be regulated. We can't throw industries to just the private sector.
If the government cannot control your consumables, definitely they will not be able to control even your pricing, because that's where it all starts from.
If government have not done their own part, obviously, as a businessman, I'll do anything to amass profit, to make more wealth for myself. So I feel It should be a win-win thing. Government should take their part on behalf of the citizens.
They say FCCPC must continue to make themselves relevant to allow consumers reach them easily.
They should come out to the public and make us aware so that when we have situations like that, as happened in December, we can run to them.
Where they can do better is that they should go back to their mandate and see what the mandate imply, and then they can imply it to the public so that the public can see how far.
A final report from the Commission is expected in the coming days, and any actions will hinge on the outcome of the ongoing investigation. With airlines and regulators at odds, passengers wait and watch, hoping for relief either from sky-high fares or from the law. Ulomo Yumachi, TVC News, Abuja.